What did I do with it? Oh my God. So I had to wait because for some reason they decided that they wanted to start blowing stuff off the stairs and all around the doors and scared the cats to death. They're still underneath my bed somewhere because they didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, what the hell is all that noise? And I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, okay, I gotta wait because it was so loud. It was like vibrating all over the place. Hi, Lovely, part 2. Here we go. Yes, we're gonna do this. Welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Galactic Spiral Light Priestess McCullough. In this corner, she holds down the light for the people so they will see themselves, and she encourages them with inspiration and tell them that they are loved and worthy. In the other corner, we have that thing called fear and artificial crap going on and xenomorphs. And she turns back and she tells you, don't consent to the craziness and the xenomorphs and all the craziness. They don't understand what's going on in the world of Be So Light, but they know they can't mess with those people because they are their divine light. Yes, hi everybody, how you doing? I'm sorry, I was having a rocky moment. All right, here we are. I just about an hour ago undid it. It's on the feed, hun. It's there. It's there. So it's the drumming part. And I went and listened to it, and it actually sounded like a whole bunch of other drums were drumming with me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So, got lots to talk about. Get your water, get your pens and papers, because you're going to make notes. Doggone it. Oh. There's a song going through my mind. It's like, we're in the money. We're having funnies. We're in the money, 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 money. Anyway, was having a moment. All right, lovelies. Let's start off with today. How's everybody feeling? Is everybody good? Are you feeling okay? So let me start off with this. This is an ankh, right? Okay. So yesterday, after I finished the live, I said, okay, I'm gonna go take a bath, go do a medicine bath. I need to work lymphatic, flush out, because my body is getting rid of the steroid stuff. Yeah. That is such a hard thing to get out of the body. When they give you a shot to decrease swelling on something, it just jacks up the body in other ways. So I said, let me do a lymphatic, drain, roll out, hot bath, soak, and I did a yarrow bath, yarrow salt bath, okay? So if you have your plant, like your dry yarrow, you get that yarrow, make it like a tea in itself, and you pour you can get away with a cup of yarrow in there, but it's better just do a half a cup because it's so strong of repairing your auric field, okay? So I poured that in the water and went and got in Soak City. I was soaking. I gotta have, that's one thing about me. Crystals, oils, cupcake every now and then, but a deep bathtub, yeah. Soaker time, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Those are the requirements for being down here on this planet that we call Earth. So, anyway, I'm in the tub, and let me tell you, it's been on ever since the medicine bath. Okay. So, I'm in the tub and I'm, soaking, doing my thing, and I'm got the, you know, towel on my eyes, moisturizing the eyes, and I'm like in the moment, and I see this flash, like this light, and I'm like, what the heck? You know how you get that when your eyes are closed, and so you go open them, and I open, and I'm like, but dimensionally, I see this unk, and I said, oh wow, oh that's something else to see every day. Oh look at the unk, it's on my bathtub. Oh okay, dimensional. Okay, got it. So I'm looking at it, and then it forms, and then it forms another one, a second ankh. And then that ankh comes from behind it, and then it comes and it lines up underneath it, and it's an ankh top, ankh bottom. And I'm like, ooh, is there a such thing as a double ankh? I gotta research that. Is it what am I looking at? A double ankh? I said, okay, I'm gonna research that. I gotta look that up. So I put the towels back over my eyes and I said, thank you for the info. I'm just going to soak now. I go back into soaking. Okay. I get out of the tub a few hours later. Not a few hours. It felt like it, but an hour later. Okay. And I get myself together and I go on and I say, okay, I loaded this up and I see stuff on burns on there. And I'm like, what did happen? And he goes, it has like this thing, this energy. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what happened? So I click on it and he says, just in, the sun just released this huge plasmic discharge of plasmic light and it's headed straight towards Earth, but I want you to pay attention to something. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I want you to pay attention to something. As the first projection release, you see this beautiful ankh come off the side of it, not just one, and then it does it again, and the second ankh forms. Two ankhs form after this projection takes place. I was just like, creating a double ankh. I'm like, and I'm like, okay, that was validation. And I'm like, I know something's getting ready to happen to me tonight. Well, let me tell you, lovelies. Yeah, the double ankh, the activation for that came in full force. And it was just like, boom. I was like, what the heck? So last night, I got new medicine that I first have to introduce to the Spiral Light practitioners first. Then I'll have to come back over and share it with everyone else or make a private group to teach it because it's kind of a signature trait. So last night, when I laid down, my ears were really sensitive, hearing that white noise sound, all that junk, that those radio waves and all that crap that they're doing. And I'm laying there and I'm like, oh, I can't stand this. My ears are so sensitive, I can't take it. Spirit comes in and says, are you ready to try your new crystalline process? And I go, huh? Yes. I did the new pyramid activation. That's for the crystalline body. That was given to me, spun up in the center of my chest, went straight up through the third eye into the crown, then came back down and hit the center of the chest, then went down, and I was like, whoa. I felt like I was floating in my bed, literally. I felt like I was in water, literally floating, just effortlessly. And I said, wow, this is so cool. I activated it, followed what I was told to do, and pushed out the energy so it was get out of my space. So think about this. Everything is about your free will. So if energy's coming into it, bombarding you, making you sleepy, making you lethargic, making you feel suppressed. Am I telling too much on what they're doing in the clouds and funky looking mist stuff and the little net things they got going on over here, California, through the clouds and keeping us smothered in craziness? So through your command, your activation, you push that out. It got nice and quiet. Didn't hear it no more. And I was like, OMG. Now, let me tell you the reason why you want to learn this is because when you're getting inundated with all this shenanigans going on around here, and it made so much sense what Kalina Millar was saying. She moved from Sedona and she moved to Hawaii. She was having a hard time trying to do her work and stay in her work because they kept doing this. Oh, it's going to be easy. We're going to have a private group in Telegram. It's going to be this in-person teaching. Everyone comes in the group and I teach it to you. So she was having a hard time trying to keep everything going. She said she was getting bombarded and she was feeling it in her body. Okay? Pay attention to what I'm saying. She was feeling it in her body. And so she had to move from Sedona. And now she's in Hawaii. And I'm like, yay! She's over here on this side, on the California side. Yeah, she's on Island Moon. Well, Marion. Yep. She's over there and she's going to be anchoring a lot of energy because of all the stuff that happened over there. I'm like, oh, that's a big assignment. Okay. So, had to take Sedona off the list for now. I'm like, well, they got stuff going on. So, I want to share something with you. And I was up late last night. When you get the upgrades and you get that supercharge and you're just in that medicine, okay? Don't ignore that. Stay with it because all of your information starts coming in. Please start writing it down. As soon as you say, I'm going to write it down later, forget it. You're going to forget about it. Time is moving too fast. You're going to forget. When it comes in, stop what you're doing, grab your book, and write it down. You have to now. That's the only way you're going to keep up with the new energy coming in so you can integrate your codes. Now, back to this purity. She made the comment. She says, when the 20th comes in, all of you that are doing your work, to get those codes, you have to go up out of the cities, out of the ground, go up in the mountain areas, away from the towers, away from the stuff, so you can get those codes, purity in pure form, without it being messed with or infiltrated on and you're not getting all of it. It's the same thing when you're doing your prayers and you're wondering why when you're speaking your prayers and stuff, it feels like it's hitting up against something, like it's not reaching where it needs to be connecting. because you got this crap here. You have to create that tunnel of light that pushes that crap out. You're going to become Moses. You're going to split the Red Sea here, okay? So you split that crap, and then when you split that, your truth, your energy can shoot straight up. Make that connection. Because basically what this is interference to keep you from coding, to keep you from getting the codes, to keep you from activating. Because what happens when you activate, especially on today, is we start creating the shifts. The more light that comes in that's helping with Mother Earth during her time of her transformation, her birthing of herself. As we rebirth ourselves, she's rebirthing herself. So when that energy is coming in, it literally is helping to push things through so it can cultivate. But when our lights go up, we are demolishing their ability to keep doing what they do. This is why it is so important for everybody to wake the hell up. Stop running around with your stupid signs talking about resist Trump. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Forget about that. Start concentrating on your light energy, how you are moving forward, how you're moving up, so that your energy will start imprinting and becoming a part of the collective in a higher dimensional way that shatters this reality, this false ass reality. That's what we're doing. And the more we all really own that, they can't hold it, because they can only go so far. They can't go where we're going. They can't do what we're doing. That's why they use all this artificial stuff to create all of this stuff that interferes with you trying to connect and do stuff. Okay, so the reason why I'm sharing this is because this is very important. It's important for you to be very conscious of how you connect. And you mean it. And you mean it by you fear no one, you fear nothing. Fear does not exist in your world. That's what time it is. So when you step into that energy and you're pulling in your vision and you're activating with your divine Heka and you're stepping into your sacred heart space and you're expanding that out and you're changing all those old thought processes that have been the enslavement of you, that's been limiting you, that has kept you looping. So now you give yourself permission to say, okay, I'm not doing that no more. I'm changing that. So going through that process of the double Ankh and getting hit with that, I was like, you don't say. Oh my gosh. So one of the things that a lot of you are not aware of is when we are in high flux energy of that plasma light that's hitting our planet right now, okay? When it's a supercharged energy, that is a living charged energy around you. You're interacting with it. You might not be able to see it unless you create static and then you can see a charge of it. Or if you go into complete dark room and you have just a lit candle, one little tea light, and you call on the living plasmic light beings, they'll show up. And they're so funny because they're kind of shy beings. They come in, they like to look at you, and their bodies are these light beings, and they float kind of like a jellyfish. And they can extend themselves in their light and come back in. But when they come up to you, they're like looking, curious, don't be afraid of me. And then when you touch them, they go, "Ooh." They kind of do this pullback because they can feel energetically. So those plasmic light beings, there's tons of them all over the place right now, helping to move and shift things, helping to anchor. Okay. So when that energy is sky high and we're going through those radiation waves, radio waves, EMF, our laptops, our phone, the towers, anything that's got all those waves going on, it starts pulling on the body, starts depleting certain minerals. Now, lovelies, when I went down the rabbit hole, when I go down the rabbit hole, I always find that cup on the table that says, drink me, so I can get more knowledge. Yeah, I found a cup on the table that said, drink me, so I did. And therefore, I started putting things together. And those of you that are in nursing or retired from nursing or medical, you'll understand this. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing or anything. But when people, like a friend of mine that was going through chemo and was getting hit with all this radiation for her therapy, okay? She was very tired and lethargic after all that radiation. And one of the things that showed up in her blood work that was getting depleted was her iron and copper and magnesium. And the doctor says, well, we got to put you on some supplements or something to keep this up, because if you go down in this, those things is what makes your body feel really tired and can't get energy, and you can't get oxygen to your tissues, and your body stiffens up, and then you can't walk like you want to. You start to feel dizzy and lightheaded, and shortness of breath comes on, making you more susceptible to stuff, because those particular minerals are down in your body. So the doctor puts her on a good supplement and put her on a liquid one that was really good so that she could take it, because she was having too many problems trying to swallow and stuff through the throat. And she got her iron supplement. She got her copper. And then she got some trace minerals. Okay, but he had it all put together for her. So those are the things that is needed right now. Okay? So when you take that into a body that's been hit so much with radiation like hers was, she felt revived. She's like, oh my gosh, my stiffness went away. I'm not feeling that weirdness in my chest. Oh my gosh, I'm not feeling so lightheaded and dizzy. Oh my gosh. Because I'm being restored. Yay. And I feel so much better. Yes, I guess when I do a lot of that type of radiation of chemo stuff that going on, it depletes my body. Especially when you're nauseated and having tummy issues. So she gets on her regimen, she drinks a lot of water so things don't get too stuck, because, iron, just like if you were taking iron pills, and when you're pregnant, they give you that, and it kind of causes some delay. But yeah, very important right now. As well as when you're wearing the copper, how it communicates with your body. It helps all that to kind of be signaled into the body, activated. So, everyone, grab your oils if you haven't already. Did you anoint yourself with your oils today? And if you don't have your water bowl, it's okay. You can also simplify life and just do Florida water spray, rose spray, however you want to do that. Just mist it over yourself, your hands. Let's just step into it. I just gave you info. That's very important for the days coming. And just take your oils and let's just rub in your hands. And I already did my head and everything before I went out and drum. So top of your crown, snap up into Soul Star. Bring it down to third eye, anoint. And that myrrh. And bring it down to throat space so that you are speaking your light of truth. Sink it down into your sacred heart that you're connected. Breathe that in. And push that energy down into the solar plexus, into the sacral, into the root. Push it all the way down to the earth of the feet, into the earth star, and down into the water star. Take that extra push into the water star, the memory of your amniotic fluid, the memory of the water codes of Mother Earth, and push that down. Now bring it up with the breath, inhaling it in. Exhale it out and push it up. And take it this time after the soul star, push it into the spirit star, the chakra, push it into the universal chakra, pull it into the galactic, and now push it into the divine gateway and anchor. Breathe it out. Today's homework assignment, sometime later tonight, everyone needs to take a salt bath, some kind of water shower. If you don't have a bathtub, okay, shower, sea salt, scrub. Pay attention to your feet, your hands. Scrub back to the neck, that lower back, and that belly. And go for the women. Go down into the Y of the thighs with the salt and scrub there. Just rinse and get that off. Okay? Men already know how to handle that. So, everyone, salt scrubbing bath tonight. If you're going to put your medicine in your bath, if you're working with, say, like a St. John's wort oil, that's resetting for the nervous system, or you're going to use some yarrow, or you're going to put some lavender in to kind of like relax your being. So you're making that water like a tea from those plants and putting it into your bath water. Okay? So that you're immediately taking that in. It's coming into a holy second with you. Flash and light. So here we are now in the yellow solar warrior. And this is where we are a pulse in order to question, realizing fearlessness, a seal the output of intelligence with the solar tone of intention. I am guided by the power of free will. Can I use green tea? Yes, you can. Now, here's the thing with the green tea. You got to be careful with that. Because at nighttime, unless you are extremely exhausted, you can use that. But if it's close to nighttime and you're not extremely excited, that might keep you up because green tea is a mover. It likes to get the blood moving. If you're stagnant and you're holding that stagnation, then that's where you definitely want to move into things that move your body. When you're in this bath water, move the lymph. The lymph gets stuck when we're having mineral deficiency stuff going on. This is why you can get puffy. This is why you can feel like you're holding on to too much water. So the oiling, if you're using a combination of oil of sesame and hemp, and you're oiling up in the tub, getting this moving, getting underneath the armpit. For women, it's really important through the breast, underneath the rib cage of the breast, down through the armpit. And the most tender part that is a hidden part that gives us problems, it's right here where the bra connects. If you put your thumb right there and it's sore to touch, yeah, you gotta work that. You need to drain that. That needs to get drained out. So using circular stones that are long and oval to roll over those areas to move that lymph, especially starting from the legs of your calves, your heels. Your heels have to be recalibrated to be in that higher vibration. So if your heels have been sore lately, you don't know what the hell's going on with your heel. God, why I wake up, my heels hurt. Yeah, you need to oil that, massage it, because it's like getting shocked through the bottom of your feet, trying to ground you, and you're feeling that. And that impact is soreness. Yeah, I gotcha. So, oiling, legs, massage, move the tissue, go around on the side of the legs. Everybody needs this. Around your knees, okay? Massage that. All up through the around the hips and the back of the buttocks. Underneath the thigh is important because you know what? When that muscle gets tight and you're sleeping at night, it decides, oh, I'm going to wake you up. I'm going to cramp right now, And then you're wondering why you're going to, I got a trotty horse. And it wakes you up out of a sleep. So you want to get that massage done. This is where you take that time and you love your body. You're going to pay attention to your body. You're going to love yourself. You're going to be one with your body. And guess what? You don't get to sit there and judge it. All you have to do is just love yourself. I don't want anybody in here picking on themselves. No picking today. We're staying in our intention, staying in that higher vibration. You're giving a birth to a new you. That is all about your divineness and magic of yourself. Period. Okay? So, with that being said, lovelies, let's step back into this. Color is yellow. Planet is Saturn. I know. Chakra is the throat. I hear you laughing. Earth family is cardinal. By the way, after I was done drumming and I was packing up my things and I was saying goodbye to all the directions and saying thank you. Let me know as everything's good. A hummingbird flew over my head so fast. All I heard was a and I was like, I guess you liked it. I said, now that's what I call a holy second and speed of light. Thank you, hummingbird. And then turned around, walking up back to the car. A huge black raven flies directly right in front of me. Just right there. Just like, hi, how you doing? I'm like, well, hi. Anyway, the equinox in spring. Other dimensions are penetrated by an internal mental resonance, which puts you in touch with the higher dimensional pheromones. Are we in pheromones? I would say yes. We're dealing with the 7th dimension and 9th dimension. So yes, you're going to feel a little spacey. Sirius B 52, hyperplasmic enlightenment. Okay. So that's what we're doing today. And hold on a second. I think number 64 in the Gene Key. That's why I said get your pens and papers out, because we're going to get into the read. This is the part where we set everything up. We get our cues, we get our moments. Hold on, let me see. Is this the right one? That's not the same. Okay. I went too far beyond, so it's 23. Oh my God. I forgot Gene Key 22 is a big one, just like 58. 57. Okay. Line broke. Break. Okay, here it is. So the Gene Key for today is number 23. And it's about simplicity, complexity, and it's all about the alchemy of simplicity. The alchemy of simplicity. The splitting of the world apart. It says, whenever this 23rd shadow speaks, it complicates the situation. So this one talks about the repressive nature of dumb, the reactive nature of fragmented. It steps in. If you love simplicity, you will manifest it all around you. It talks about the noblest truth. Drops down into this is a big one. The Buddha fever, the sheer beauty of the ultimate realization is that it's always discovered by a mistake. So yeah, this is a pretty nice piece in the 23rd if you have the Gene Key. The Gene Key goes with your galactic book itself. Okay. Gene Key is really good. And another thing that's really good, if you are rebirthing yourself, is to know what your human design is. Now, I'm going to put a post of a lady that I just came across. I love how this is working. Who talks about your human design. So if you know what that is, great. But there's other things that you can do, some free sites that you can go to get what your human design is. And then this lady breaks it down in such a way that you really understand. I mean, when she's talking about me, I am a manifested generator. Everything she was saying is so true, down to the books at the bedside. You got a lot of books that you want to dive into, but can't make up your mind which one you want to read first. I'm like, she's spying on me? So, human design is something you definitely, if you have done it before, you might want to revisit it, because when we're stepping into that newer vibration energy, it's all about how you are showing up in your new year, your new intentions moving forward. We're laying the ground right now because next month is all about the manifestation of it. So you want to be precise right now. You want to use this time of that lunar eclipse and this solar eclipse energy to do this. You want to anchor. You want to key in. You want to make it where it's imprinted. Okay? This is not a time to be second guessing yourself and being sloppy. This is precise alchemy right now. This is where you want to be. And no head talks of the word, no using a want, no using maybe, no hoping for it, None of that. I don't want, no, you have it. I need you to feel it, be in it, own it. And when the old stuff comes up, you have to stop it in its tracks and put a new one in its place. And you work with the new one so that it keeps imprinting in that neural pathway, and then it projects the energy that draws what you're cultivating to you. Okay? I know. So, we got that said. There is no room for today. They gave me a Starbucks. I have no idea what I want to do with it, but it is a hyperplasmic enlightenment day. So your codes that are coming in, if you didn't get your codes this morning, you're going to have to create pure space to bypass the shenanigans so you get your codes. Okay? That's the game. Getting your codes, getting in there, getting your codes. Any questions before we jump into our questions and promptings? And we will be getting them from the Sacred Creator, as well as still moving into the body for the healing. Okay? One thing about being a generator manifester, she says you have to really love what you do, because then you truly walk away saying that you don't work because you love what you do. And that's me. I love what I do. So I am finally getting to a place and I'm saying, okay, this is where I would like to hold a sacred place of teaching. I'm going to do it like this and be committed to it instead of being all over the place, because that's what we do. We like everything all at once and can't make up our mind exactly which one, but it all feels so good. So I like to take the one of my supplements. I think it's my iron one. I like cranberry juice, and I put it in a shot glass, and I put the amount that I need in a shot glass, and I just can feel the difference. Your body will feel the difference. It needs it. But oh well, you don't hear them telling you that, do you? You don't hear them telling you what you need to be doing to take care of yourself. Only us, the light workers that look out for each other, are telling each other that. Okay. How many of you got your pillows? Did you guys get new pillows for yourself? I know some of you got new beds. Yeah. Everybody get new pillows? Your medicine bath is crucial for tonight. And make sure your home is not in this chaotic energy. If you got someone that's losing themselves in the chaos and, just running amok. Not yet. Okay. What you waiting for? Do I need to come down there and help you? Help you go shopping? Now, lovelies, you know when I come on, I'm going to make you laugh because it helps you to boost up your serotonin levels in your mind and to break stagnation. So just know that, I will always find a way to make you laugh. Because sometimes being a Capricorn, I don't want to be too serious. You know what I'm saying? We get our horns all scraggled and our tail gets all crazy. No, I ain't got time. Don't want to be doing that. But I don't know about you. If you have the mer trait, like a mermaid trait, Oh my gosh, what is it? When you get in the bath water, oh, jeez. I feel like I just went to heaven when I get in my bath water and just lay there. And kind of like in that movie Splash, when she gets into the water and she pushes out her legs and then her fin opens up and she goes, ah. That's how I feel. I'm like, God, I feel so much better. I gotta get the water on me. Jeez. I'm drying out being on the earth plane, not in the water. What the heck? Yeah, this is a pretty big activating start read for our group right now. So even if you're watching it afterwards, you're still getting the energy of it, and it's still going to cultivate you to ask questions. Okay, I got the star one, I got the plant medicine. Okay, I'm running out of room. All right, let's just get started with the questions. Here we go. We're going to start off with 2 questions because we have the healing one to do. So that'll be 3. So, through the divine of the highest info question, what do you want us to... Oh, okay, there's one. This one. Okay. First one first. Let me get the book out because it always goes into expansion. Now these cards, Sacred Creator, you get these cards, all 3 of them, the different styles by this artist. You go online and she has them all online. So you can interact with the cards online. Okay, first question. What does your soul say? What does your soul say? This is already right on track. What does your soul say? What does your soul say? Number 62. What does your soul say? Turning into your soul song, learning to lead with your heart, success at the end of a long journey. Here are some other questions to ponder. Are you focusing on the positive and what you have, or are you focusing on what you don't have? Are you busy with hard work, or are you doing easy work that you love? Are you running away from life you don't want, or are you running towards the dream that you do want? What's your primary motivation? What says you, soul? What say you, soul? What is your soul saying to you? What is the energy the soul is trying to say to you right now? What is the little pushing that your soul is trying to say to you? Okay, second card. Magic happens when you most expect it. And it is a 44 number. Okay, magic. So let's see what that lines up with us in. A powerful sacred creator, the potential to call your dream into reality, the awakening of forgotten energies, the subtle shifts of the physical world. As your mindset changes, the mysterious will of source and divine, your subconscious mind finding the following the signs. Okay. So following the promptings, when Creator's giving you promptings, when Source is telling you what you need to be doing, what things come easily for you? What things come easily for you? Ask yourself. How are you categorizing, sharing, or tracking the serendipitous opportunities that come your way? So how are you tracking your opportunities? What signs have you noticed that say, yes, this is the right way? Are you getting that right way encouragement? Are you getting that, yes, I'm doing it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Now, what are we healing? What is the next part of our healing? So, it's a no. What do you say? What do you need to say no to? It's a no. What do you need to say no to? What's pulling you down? Why are you still doing it and you're not really happy about it? But what do you need to really say no to? Okay, so don't forget your crystal. When you're working with your crystal, you're going to be sitting with your crystal and having it in your left hand, depending on which one's your writing hand, and you want it in the opposite hand. So while you're writing in your journal, you're connected to the crystal. Now, everybody, you remember how I told you that you have to activate your crystal. Can't just pick up your crystal and say, oh yeah, it's on. No. Remember? Tap, tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push up turns it on. Big difference. You can definitely use the pendulum on that and you'll see a huge difference that your crystal is turned on. And plus you'll feel it vibrating. Okay? Otherwise, your crystal's there, but you need to turn it on because then it's excited about, oh, what do you want me to do? Okay? Just a refresher. Now somebody just said, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I forgot about that. Okay, so your yes, it's a no. It's time to stop pushing and forcing things to happen. You're not pushing or forcing anything to happen. You are aligning and allowing. Big difference. When we're pushing and forcing things to happen, we're pushing from a male energy. Think about the sperm. That sperm is pushing everything out of its way, trying to hurry up and get to that egg, trying to hurry up and get in there. It's going so fast, trying to be the first one to get in there, it burns itself out and dies. Sounds familiar? How our men just go, go, go. And there's a lot of us women who are in that survival energy where you're pulling a lot from the male energy to stay afloat and to do everything, but you're pulling on that energy. So it's all about really taking the initiative and to give yourself time to focus on a new direction. Giving yourself permission. When you say no, no is a complete sentence. You don't even have to explain yourself when you say no to something or someone. No means no. Okay, the sacred geometry. And then we got the crystal. And then we have the apothecary codes that we need for today especially. This one's going to be last. Okay, the star codes come out today because of the equinox. Then we have the key turner. Okay, then we step into the light language. Oh, that just flew right out. All right. I'm like, wow, that just flew right out. I didn't even have a chance to catch it. Okay, then the light, language of the light, the message from that. All right. Then we're going to move into the plant medicine, the shaman star, what is said from the shamans, and then the plant medicine, and the last one, where did I do with them? Here it is. The Stargate activation was the activation. Why we're in this portal. Okay, sacred geometry, we have delight, number 19. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience the feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. So feeling into how you're setting, writing, prompting yourself, going forward into these next 9 days. The crystal, oh, this is interesting. The Seraphim green quartz. I should say the green quartz, and it's a number 50. See if you see the face. Right in the center. Green quartz. Now, a green quartz, you figure like this. It more than likely was coming out from a watermelon tourmaline and just kept in its highest form of its green. So that green is all about that heart space. And with it being a 50, what's needing to change? What is the heart space? Move your body. The apothecary light info. Get your blood moving. Dance, run, shake. Move your body. Sometimes you don't have to go running. Now, I can't do that. Running on my knees nowadays, oh, forget it. That's not happening. Being Kaiser somewhere. I'm not doing that on a morphine trip. I'm not doing that. Okay, start code. Oh, we got Scorpio. Investigate. Where's the Scorpio energy? Where are you feeling stung? Where are you feeling like, stinger? Who's stinging you? Where's that Scorpio energy? Because the key right next to it, the opposition is confrontation. Oh, now get this. That's why I do this. See how that's an 8 there? The key, same star code, opposition, confrontation, number 53, another 8. So where is the sting and the confrontation coming in. Is it someone or a job? Is it with yourself? Where is that coming from? And then you have the inner guidance, serious initiation, inner guidance. So in these next 9 days, it's really fine-tuning yourself. We're in that newer energy. You're anchoring in and you're imprinting. Okay? Your light is the soul mating, number 34. What is the soulmate about? And it doesn't mean always with someone else. What is your soulmate about? The soulmate of the self, the connection. The shaman has, we're going to stay out of this area, the reptilians and draconians. Where are you seeing this as hampering in on part of creation of what you're doing? And how are you saying no and not consenting to the old timelines of this? This is all Piscean. But it's trying to come into the Aquarian timeline, and it's not going to be able to hold its same steady ground. It's not going to be able to do it. Because in doing this energy, they would have to level up, and they're not willing to do that. So the plant medicine is about communication, and St. John Fort, which works really good in an oil form for sore tissues, sore joints, works really good when you got to calm the nervous system down. Okay? So it's a beautiful plant to work with. And it does help you to start decoding yourself and bringing up those deeper issues in your tissues that you need to pay attention to and communicate on. And then the activation, I just love it. Don't you just love it? The activation card of today is the central sun, abundance of downloads, regeneration, success, and look at the picture. Boom. Crazy, the scarab. That's crazy. That's insane. So I'm going to tell you, when I saw that double Ankh, and I had to go through and do some research and break it down, that Ankh energy is that doorway and activation through the DNA that's coming on right now. So that plasmic light that projected itself off and then made the symbol of the Ankh, not once but twice, is the acknowledgement and the signal. I'm about to wake you all up real quick right now. Here it comes. And these codes are going to come in fast. Nothing is stopping them, because even beyond the realms of death and rebirthing of self, these codes will be received. That's where that's coming from. Where's my book? That's where that energy is tuning in from, and it's bringing it in. I just misplaced my book. No. All right. So when you do your journal prompting tonight, you want to just write out your info of those questions and what's your response to it. And if you don't want to answer it right away, then do it right after you do the bath, because a lot of times when we're in the water, we float into what we need to ask ourselves. What's the question? Okay. Any questions right? And you guys, I'm looking for my book. I swear I'm doing dimensional stuff here. And I literally cannot find my book. So weird. Don't you hate that? You'll be looking right at it and it's sitting right there, but you can't see it. What the hell? All right. Anyway, it's playing hide and go seek, whatever. So, any questions about the medicine, how we're stepping into it, how we're starting? There it is. Get your butt over here. I'm playing games with my psyche. Okay, so 12 strand activation, the Christos, the mission, Lily of the Valley, the solar fire, the solar dragon, transcending time or external time, and it allows access to the sun disk. The sun disk that gave you access to the codes. Oh my gosh, really? Come on. Sun Star Portal DNA has been activated. Okay. So between now until we get to the 29th, when this solar eclipse comes in. Now on the 29th, attentively, we have a journey we might be doing. I might be able to go run away and go to Shasta on that day and do some good medicine up there and anchoring in, because that'll be the last day that rounds up our 9 days. Then after that, this is where you're going to just sit. We're going to rest before we go into the 10th month, where all the manifestation starts. Okay, so this is going to be king. You're going to watch. The main thing is, okay, something's coming in. Hold on. The main thing is hold your light. The main thing is to understand how each and every one of you are cultivating and pulling in this light energy that is not only undoing many, many generations, many, many timelines that have been anchored into the deepest part of humanity, of the oppression, the enslavement through fear, through manipulation, through the thought forms, through these type of timelines that have been anchored, need to become undone. Do not think that for an instance that your government will help you filtrate through this. They are for a mere part of the very small part of what is going on. It is really up to all of those of you that came in your sections of waves. Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, and 5 that came to the planet. Each wave is being activated accordingly and is bringing in their light of themselves and the truth of who they are. This process is testing within itself, because the one thing one has to master is the self, and not having the judgment or the fear of the self. And to be able to represent their truth of who they really are. And not to be in a place of representing yourself in a false way that is not of your truth. This light that is being released, that is embellishing upon the planet, is not only recoding, but it is also recentering. It is activating to the very core of your being Can you say, get ready? Are you ready? Because if you are not ready, you will be ready. Because it is time to see yourself in the highest form of what and who you really are. Do not be fooled or be tricked by what you see in the skies. Some are mere pictures and illusions and switch of hands and switch and bait to get you to think other things as a distraction. But know this, each and every one of you have the ability to transmute those energies that you see in the sky, the clouds, the chems, simply by thought. This is where it becomes a challenge to really trust the self of your thoughts and how you form the energy to get the results that you are looking for. So know that if you are saying to yourself right at this moment, you're not sure if you're ready, we say you are. For humanity has been ready for the longest time to free itself from the grips of the darkness that has plagued your planet for eons. And not only here on Earth, but we're also talking about other planet systems that have gone through the very same thing that you are going through. So there is no quitting, and there is no hoping. There is a deep knowing and stepping forward and claiming the divinity and sovereign of self. Each soul is sovereign. And these contracts that were written long ago can no longer take these soul energies upon themselves and do as they wish. For it is simply a universal violation of the free will of humanity, of the human that is in the being. Let this be known that this is the doorway. Many of you will be asked to complete your task. I am Sitha from Andromeda. Somebody write that down. Sitha from Andromeda. And we are here and watching. And we are helping. But we know all of you are ready. We see your lights. And the only ones that are struggling is because they don't trust themselves due to the harmful programming that they have endured over many lifetimes. As we move through this light that is not only affecting the planet, but is affecting the galaxy as a whole, it is simply purging and activating at the same time, giving birth to a new. This is why we say we know you are ready. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nahare kustutinara eke siada. Saka. Woo. All right, so everybody got that? Whee! Somebody write that down. I don't know how you would spell that. I saw her face. She's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I feel very like high in my head. Jeez. Okay. Sifa. Okay. Thank you, sister, for writing that, because when it comes in, I can't stop. My head is like this. I see her face. I see even her headdress. She had this anchoring, like a crystalline light thing that was on her head. Almost like she was like a head commander. Wow, that was, like I said, the Ankh has done some stepping into me things. So this is what I'm doing. I'm creating a private group. I'm not going to do it through, what is that Patreon thing? I'm just not willing to go there yet. There's something I'm still not feeling in my spirit about it yet. It's like, it's not time yet. There's a right time. So I'm going to put together the private group. I'm not putting it on Facebook because I don't care what they're doing. I just don't like Facebook. I don't. Once you mess over people, I don't trust you, but I never trusted you to begin with, so you really messed up. So now I really, really don't trust you. So I'll put the group together. We'll start the pyramid teaching, and you'll put that in. Your fee for this is $13. And it's not just for that teaching. This group is going to be for this next 9 days because there's certain things I want to be able to teach. I don't want to put it on here on YouTube. I'd rather have it with the people who really want to dive into it and walk with that. Now, when you learn the pyramid medicine, that is the first teaching stage of the spiral light to become a practitioner of that. But you have to get imprinted on, which is an activation that gets you signaturely in the cosmos noted as a practitioner. So it's easier to move in and out of the codes when you're getting them. And then what it does, it sets you up when you learn the basis of it. It goes in and sets you up and activates what you're really here to be doing. Okay. I've seen it happen with all the practitioners that have taken the course and have learned it. And it's amazing what it has done for all of them. And some of them started out as, walking away from banking management jobs, doing the practitioner thing. Now they did the practitioner in the healing. Now they're moving into sound healing and loving it. So it keeps anchoring and growing where you are, what you're doing, and it amplifies that. So it's just another modality. But I'd be more than happy to teach you this medicine of the pyramid, because once you learn it, you'll love it. And that's one of the reasons why I want to keep the group. So when I'm in there, I'm teaching you how to work that pyramid. And those of you that have taken it before, you get to come in there and you'll get to learn that. And you'll have more of that support instead of just taking the course that one time and then you're practicing and then you kind of get sidetracked and busy with other things and you get lost. This is why you have to figure out what your human design is, because a lot of us might be generator manifestors and you love everything. You want to do everything, but you can't do everything because you're in love with everything. So then sometimes what happens, things don't get done because you're in love with everything. And you got books on top of books on top of books and whatever else you're doing. And then it's like, I didn't complete it. What? So I'm going to put the post up of who she is, that talks about the human design and how she breaks it down. So if you know what you are, just take it as a refresher, because right now every little bit helps as we're all going through the upgrades. So I would highly suggest, if you are inspired during your bath, to have an Ankh in the bath area with you to really sit with that, because it's the doorway activation for these next set of codes that are here, that are coming through the sunlight. Okay. And that nothing's going to stop it coming through. They can put up all the stuff they want. It will just keep on coming through. But at least with the pyramid medicine, you'll learn how to activate and anchor. So tonight I'm going to go teach the Spiral Light group first, because I have to, because they are the practitioners, and so they will have that medicine. And then after that, I will set up Telegram, and when I come over tomorrow, I will tell everybody, okay, if you want to sign up, it will be on Telegram. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer. If you are somebody that's watching this page and you're still stuck in the third dimension and you haven't given yourself permission to get out of it, and you are still vibrating at a low energy, and you're wanting to come into that group, I will be interviewing people to find out why you're coming in. Okay. This medicine is important for those of us who love pyramids and love healing and love everything there is about a pyramid. You just don't know why you're so interested in pyramids. That's what this is for. Okay? It's good medicine. And 13. That's all. And then you're in the group. And we're going to be talking and doing medicine work. Until Spirit tells me, okay, the group is done, take it down. So while you're in the group, that's the time to work the medicine and get in it. And you're going to be amazed at how you can just, I like that. I can do this. I can do that. It's that time now. All right? All right, lovelies. Be good to yourselves. I hope everyone got the question. Thank you so much for writing that down. So hold on, let me write. Where's my pen? Because I want to write that. Because I hate it when I get off of something and I'll be like, what was that? What was the spelling of that? I don't remember. Where will we pay? What is the Telegram address? I will send you that. I'm putting it all together. Because I thought, and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to do Telegram. Wait, I got to look at this. SIPA. Or SIPA. Yeah. From Andromedan. Wow, that was cool. Love it. Okay, I'll have it all set up and then I will come on and talk about it. Hopefully I can get the link to link it so it'll be up. And then we'll go from there. And it'll be teachings on the pyramid so you have the time to really practice it and be in there with it, okay? So, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Go and do your medicine. Be in the flow. Be in that time. Stay true to the self. And go to the community after I load everything up and post it in there. Go to the community and look for those videos for human design. Okay? just in case if you want to take a look. And you know how to click onto their button and go into their site and look at all their postings. Okay, so I am going over to my site right now, and I'm going to release the video so that it's up. I already released today's video because I have to go in and physically hit public, because when you do it on your phone, they make it private. There's no other things. Okay. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Much love. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your evening. Get in that bath water. You need to. All right. Pay attention to your dreams. Much love. Bye.